Hey, what's up? I'm Mocha Chanel, and you're tuned into the Shy Season Podcast. On this episode, we get into summer trending topics plus all the segments that you love. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Hey, y'all. What's up? Oh my gosh. Honestly, confession of the day, y'all. I'm not even going to hold you. I am a little bit tired. And I probably shouldn't start the episode off like this, but it's real. Like, it's been a busy week. And I feel like a theme of this week has definitely been like consistency. Like how you consistently show up for yourself has definitely been a theme for me. And I'm serious. Like I had to have like a talk with myself. Like, okay, we finna do this. We finna get right into it. And we are, because I just love it here. And I love the episodes when we could just talk like this, like real intimate, like, you know, like real homies vibes. Because, you know, that's what we are. You know, that's why you tune in, because we love each other, right? That's what I thought. Okay, so let's get into it, y'all. The reason why I'm so tired for real is because I've been playing appointment Olympics, okay? Like, I just been on the run. Okay, I just want to say that nobody truly talks about how much work it requires to be a bad bitch. Like, so much goes into, like, looking this good, y'all. Like, like, for real, you really have to get it together. Like, and them appointments, like, they don't be no games. You know, everybody got different rules and protocols. You know, you got the bitches who take their deposit up front. You know, they want their money before you can even talk to them. So it's like, okay, you got to give them their money. And you have to, like, figure out your schedule and your time and, like, what their time is. And, like, how you going to get in the books. Because the girls be booked and busy. Okay? Like, it's a lot that goes into, like I said, being a bad bitch. I honestly feel like I need an assistant. Like, somebody to help me, because it be so much going on, but someone's got to do it, you know? But yeah, like I'm saying, I've been playing appointment Olympics today. Shout out to Mimi, the lashes, you know, the eyebrows, eyebrow queen. Like, you know, it takes a village to get the girls together, okay? But the reason why I have so many appointments, y'all, is because she's a traveling girl. You know, it's an outside summer, and, like, you know, before you get on the plane, you have to, like, get yourself together and get all the things in check, because it's a real thing. But I do want to talk about, like, how stressful it is to, like, pack. Like, I don't know what type of travelers you guys are, but, like, I'm definitely that person. Well, honestly, before I pack for trips, it looks different every time. Like, sometimes I'd be, like, uber duper prepared, and, like, everything is, like, set up. Like, okay, you know, my bag is already, like, everything be ready. And then I have some times where it's just like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the airport in time, honestly, y'all. Like, I just don't be doing. But, you know, the girls be outside, you know, and we go state to state, you know, we do these things, so it's easy. But honestly, you guys, this summer has been, like, for me, a concert summer. I feel like I've definitely been seeing the girls live perform. Just thinking right now, like, I remember seeing Coco Jones this summer. That's been a time. Like, honestly, seeing Coco live was an experience. She gave you everything that you needed. Like, the set design was bomb. Okay, so I gotta break it down to y'all, like, how this even came about. So my homegirl hit me up, and she's like, you know what, I got tickets. And I'm like, you know what, Nightira, this is why I love you, because we get each other. Musically, we get each other. Don't y'all love those friends that, like, you could just talk music with and just, like, talk, like, fun, fly, dope shit with? Because it's like, you guys just get each other, you know? And, like, you know each other's, like, musical taste. I feel like that's, like, definitely, like, a foundation of friendship, like, musical chemistry. At least for me, because I'm a music girl. But Nightira, she hit me up, and she's like, you know, we got tickets. I'm like, okay, boom, I'm there. We get to the show. The show is bomb. Like I said, the set, like, it really blew me away. Like, the fact that I'm like, okay, we turned the observatory into this. I'm feeling it. Like, she had this cute, like, moon on the stage. It was just bomb. I loved it so much. And then the show started. We had some cute openers, some cute vibes. Like, for me, concerts, I love them because that's how I get put on to, like, new people. Like, that's how I find out, like, you know, who's out there. That's how you find new music. So I be paying attention to the openers. I don't know if everybody does, but I definitely do. And definitely one of her openers was Ebony Riley, who I really fuck with. Like, she's just a vibe. So, like, that was cute and fun. So the concert starts. Coco's giving you a show. She's giving you, like, everything that you need. The mic was on. Like, it was just so good. Like, Coco, she's definitely one of them ones. It definitely made me appreciate the fact that, like, you're able to see the girls before, like, they really, like, get like super big. Like I like those like intimate concerts where it's like you can like still like see the talent and see the artist and they're still like tangible, like, you know, like that vibe where it's like, okay, this is the beginning. And like I definitely feel like a part of like that like group of people that just like know what's going on. Like I love those kind of concerts. Like I just think back to like a concert for me that like I went to like that was definitely SZN. Like I remember like being like young. I think I had like just turned 20, I think. And I went to the Control tour. That was like a vibe. And there was also this concert where SZA was the opener. But y'all know I love a concert. But back to Coco. Back to Coco. The mic was on. She looked good. She gave a performance, right? And this was I actually went to this concert the same week of Renaissance for me. And I'm still like, honestly, I'm still on a high of like coming down from that show. Like it definitely was well worth it. Like the whole experience. Like that woman, she's special. Like I left that concert feeling like a new person. I left that concert feeling like I could do anything. Like it was that good. It started off just, first of all, again, set design. Like the things that she comes up with to like show you her performances, it's like she's definitely one of a kind. Like, that show was so good. It was so good. And the mic was on and she looked good, and the costumes, the dancers, just everything. Like, I love a concert. Oh, Beyonce, girl. I low-key want to see her again, but then it's like, I know I'm going to see her again. Like, it's like I'm in that in between of like concert, like FOMO. I don't know if I'm the only one who gets this, but it's kind of like you like are in that stage where like you're watching like the videos like, wow, that really happened. I got to experience that. I got to see that. I was there. Like I'm definitely still on that. And then another girl I seen this summer was Chloe Bailey. That was a fun show. And Chloe, she gave us a time. She gave us performances, she gave us body, she gave us vocals, and I just can't wait to see what she does next. And the next show I'm about to go to, y'all, is Keke Palmer in Houston. I'm really excited to see that because I just feel like my girl is just going to give me a show, you know? Like, I've never seen Keke live, and I'm excited to see, like, what she gives us because I'm really enjoying Big Boss. Like, I'm definitely one of the people that is, like, enjoying the album and, like, all that she made because that's just my girl. And I could talk about her all day, but I'm not. So we got to get into just life. And we also got to get into these segments. So we got to get into Fresh Off the Press. Let's get into it. So, y'all, honestly, I be in these TikTok streets for real. Like, I really enjoy a TikTok. And some of my guilty pleasures on TikTok are things that may not always be the most like polished or the most like planned out, but to me, like those be some of like the best content makers. And my guilty pleasure on TikTok right now is that lady got 7 kids. She is divorcing her husband. Y'all, Peach and Wood on TikTok, that is like that for real is my guilty pleasure. Like the way that she like breaks down just like the realness of her life and like all the things that are going on and just like that whole relationship dynamic with that man is just okay. So let me break it down for like listeners who may not know, because some people may be like, who the hell is Peach and Wood? So Peach is a content creator from Florida on TikTok, and she has 7 children, and she is married to a man named Wood. And basically, she, like on her TikTok, she's just showing you like the day-to-day of like how she's living her life raising these kids. And like basically on TikTok, she low-key like uses that platform to just talk about the things that like her husband doesn't do, but like she does it in a way that it's like so funny. And like even when she like takes you through her day-to-day, like she's naming her kids, you guys, like we got Amazing Life. Like I don't think all the names that she gives for them kids are their real names, but like she's just so entertaining. And one thing that I feel like this like generation of like content creators have is just like this like rawness to just like tell their business. Like people don't really care about like privacy anymore. It's just kind of like they're just putting it all out there because that's what people want to see, especially with these strikes and stuff. Like, I feel like it ain't been that much, like, good TV on lately. It's been a lot of reality vibes and, like, a lot of, like, binging the stuff that we, like, know. But, like, some of my favorite shows is not on. Like, y'all, I'm actually sad that I can't watch Rap Shit. Like, I love that damn show. And I can't watch it because we're striking. So I'll be in these TikTok streets because it's like quick and easy and like fun content to just consume on like the go. But Peachy Wood, y'all definitely have to get into them because they're entertaining. And even Wood, he's starting a TikTok to like show you like just how that is. And another guilty pleasure that I have on TikTok is Ekane and Chris. Like they're also another mess, but hey, I said guilty pleasure. Okay, don't judge me. It's just what I'm into right now, but definitely check them out if you want to see just like something to pass time because like I don't know, they're just like interesting. But speaking of interesting, we have to get into the VMAs that just happened. The girls were performing, the girls were on the carpet, the girls and the guys, and honestly, I'm gonna tell the truth, like I do miss that era in time where like basically I just miss cable days sometimes, like when like the award shows were like on television, like in the program. Like now we have like all this streaming and shit, and it's cool. Like I love to stream, but I feel like growing up it was like more fun watching like VMAs. Y'all remember when Lil Mama walked on stage at the VMAs? Like, oh, that will never not be hilarious. Like, but we see what I'm saying? Like that era of like award shows, it just used to be like so fun. Or like even like the BET Awards, when like just everybody was hosting and everybody was doing their thing. Like I miss when award shows used to feel like that. Like I'm looking for an award show that would bring that feeling back. Someone that I definitely wanted to see perform at the VMAs was definitely Victoria Monet because she has one of the songs of the summer, like On My Mama. Like everybody loved that song, so it would have been dope to see her perform. She did speak out about, you know, the feedback on why she couldn't perform, and basically, you know, the powers that be told her that like she needs a little bit more time to basically have more visibility. But it's like, wouldn't the perfect way to give her visibility would be to allow her to perform? You know, like she's about to go on tour. She's an amazing performer. She's an amazing girl. But one thing that I do appreciate about her and her career is the fact that like she's transparent in the fact that like you have to do the work like constantly. Like, you know, going back to what I was saying earlier of this like whole concept of like, you know, mastering some sense of consistency, you know, and just also like just going with the ebbs and flows, even in like a career. You know, you may have the song of the summer, but like to certain crowds, you may still have to like prove yourself or whatever. You know, we can rant all along about that because it's a whole thing, but we can get into Meg and Cardi, the Bungos. Okay, now I like that song, y'all. Like to me, it's fun. I like the beat. It just made me want to bungo. But like I like it. I like it a whole lot. It feel good, sound good. I like the video a whole lot. Sean Bankhead choreographed it. It looks amazing. They look amazing, and honestly, it's just like it feels so good to see Meg again. Like Meg, she be rapping her ass off. Like honestly, she gives the girls something to look forward to every time. And this is why we are always going to look for her, because the pen works, okay? And the bars be coming. That girl said, I'm gonna need a money bag if I sleep overnight. Okay? When she said that, I said, wait a second. Wait a second, because rumors know she took it there with that one. Like yo, okay, I love me some Meg, honestly. Like, I just love her so much. And I had an opportunity to watch their live that they did to basically announce the song. And, like, that was, like, super cute. And, like, Meg was just talking about, like, you know, this is one of her, like, first features, like, since everything, you know, taking a break from just, like, the limelight a little bit. And she just was, like, talking about how like she just been to herself and just like been in her own world and like definitely been like cool into like the world of her, which like I definitely fuck with, because sometimes in life you just need those periods where it's like you're not super social and like everybody's not super in your face, because like you need a balance, you know, like life, we need a little balance. But speaking of balance, my birthday is coming up. That's definitely fresh out the press. My birthday is coming up. Libra season is coming. Like it is coming, and we finna show out. Honestly, this year for my birthday, I'm on like some like cool, cute, grown shit. You know, like usually I'm the type of person where like I'm trying to plan all these parties and like this day, like, but I'm just like vibing all month. I honestly feel like it's been my birthday all month, honestly. September just feels like it's mine. Like energetically, like it just feels like, okay, my season is here, it's coming, it's approaching. And I'm getting to that point. You know, the age I'm turning this year is a little serious. It's a little like, okay, we pushing 30. Can I say at 26, can you say pushing 30 yet? Or do you say it at like 28 or 29? Much like 28. Okay, so I got a little time. But it feels like it's creeping up there. Like, it feels like the days are just going faster and faster. And it just be like, yo, I just got here. Like, honestly, but I'm here. It's crazy. I feel like I was just a little kid. Like, but it's weird. Like, the 20s is kind of like you're a kid, but you're also an adult. I was talking to one of my homegirls, and she was like, your 20s is like the babyhood of like your adulthood. And I was like, you know what? I like the way you put that. Even though I don't feel like a baby, because everything is grown over here. Yo, but we got to get into Fashion Week. And, you know, Fashion Week is a time for me that I always look forward to, just because, like, number one, it's like it's around my birthday. Like, it's a time, like, growing up, because I grew up like reading like Vogue and shit, and I remember like that being an era of life where it's like you're really reading like reviews and like what journalists have to say about what's coming up, what's in season, what colors to look for and shit. Like, so I've always just admired just isolating a calendar week to just like focus on dope shit, you know. Like, I just think that's something like the dopest shit. And like I definitely have like this like dream of like being invited to Fashion Week, because it's just like that would be a vibe. Like, before, like, one of my first things I ever said I wanted to be like growing up as a kid was like a fashion editor. And that's essentially just someone who writes about fashion, right? So I've always just had like this admiration for just like I said, that week, and just that specialty to just devote to people who have like a love and a taste and a desire for like fly shit, right? So with that being said, that transitions me into like this whole like conversation that comes about sometimes around Fashion Week in this present day, because now like we're in the era of like influence and like people who can like build community and like build a brand and like get people to like be interested in the things that they have to say, right? So with that transition comes these influencers and these people who have influence. They get invited now to things of like Fashion Week. And I feel like a theme in fashion right now is just like we're like transitioning out of like the new way of how things are done versus like the old. Like, you see a lot of designers like leaving fashion houses, retiring, leaving, you know, these large houses and these companies, and like you're seeing more like smaller brands pop up during Fashion Week and like you know, have this time to like highlight their brands and just like their influence and stuff. But like it's always interesting to see like this conversation in fashion, and just like it's just interesting like seeing the commentary like around this week, because like I said, like now you have people who are like influencers being invited to Fashion Week. And like with the older generation of this community, some people feel like it's turned into this whole thing where like you're inviting like TikTokers and like bloggers and podcasters to things, when it's like, yeah, because now like I was saying earlier, like now us as the people, like we have the power to create like the content and like, you know, highlight the things that we think that are important because of the internet, you know. And with that, it's just like certain industries are like evolving in ways that like sometimes gatekeepers don't always feel like is like necessary, you know. But it's just interesting to see like this conversation just around fashion right now, because I don't know, it's just like fun to watch. And like I'm a person that like definitely desires to like be in these rooms, and like the way at this point, like I grew up thinking one way, like, okay, I'll get in these rooms by being a fashion editor, but like now at this point it's like I can get into these rooms by being myself, you know, and just like having like true consistent like passion and like showing up in ways where it's like the voice is going to be heard. So like I don't know, I just love that like, that dialogue, you know. And definitely on my platform I want to talk about things like that, just because it's just like, you know, we need to have these conversations, you know, like. But I love how Fashion Week is now, like how it's more inclusive and just more reflective on just like real life and real people, you know, like things are a lot more tangible now, which I fuck with. So I'm definitely enjoying the fact that like even some of my favorite influencers are like attending Fashion Week, and I can like see it from their perspective, you know. Like I remember I went to this like beauty event, and Kalana Barfield was there talking, and she was talking about how basically like before this whole like emergence of like influence, like there was like limited representation of like people who like look like her. It's specifically like black women and just like everyday women who are like actually using these products like as in terms of like beauty and also fashion. So like it's just interesting to know that like the times are evolving, like things are changing, and like it is more possible for like people to like enter these rooms, you know. Like I really just fuck with that. So yeah, I love Fashion Week. So we have to talk about that for Fresh Off the Press. And now we got to get into the Who's on Aux segment. And this is the time in the show where we talk about the music and we talk about the vibes. Y'all know I'm a music girl. And we got to get into it right now. What I'm definitely bumping, like in real life, in real time, is the 6-tape, 3-tape. Blast and Bino, they did their big one again. Like, I've had time to, like, really live with the project. And I really enjoy it. Honestly, when I first heard it, like, I was really, like, vibing with it. Like, I don't know. Sometimes with music, I feel like, oh my goodness, like, in terms of like the internet, because now when things drop, like people have like opinions like so quickly, like before you can even like really like experience it, people like already have like thoughts. So it's like sometimes when things drop first day out, it's like we're all listening to it together, right? So it's like you're getting all the opinions at once. But I like to like live with it a little bit, you know, like I like to see like, okay, like what songs can I like really like vibe with and feel with. And right, well, my automatic favorite off 6-tape 3 was definitely Bust Down. Like that song is just, I feel like it's for the bad bitches. Bust Down, it make you want to like pop your booty. It make you want to dance, make you want to have fun, make you want to look good. Like to me, it's definitely like a feel good, like get ready, finna go out type of vibe, which I really appreciate because the girls be outside. Another project that I'm definitely enjoying right now, again, is Jaguar, Victoria Monet. My girl, she keeps it consistent. Definitely with the same. Again, that's crazy. Like both music projects that I'm talking about right now, they have like a sequence of like Jaguar 1, 2, 3. You get the 6-tape 1, 2, 3. You know, there's a cadence there. There's a pattern. But yes, definitely Victoria. She did her big one. Obviously, On My Mama is like what I'm bumping, what I'm loving, what I'm just living with because it's just so good. The video, everything. But another hitter on there that we don't always talk about is All Right. All Right is one of them songs that just, it speaks to me. Like, it just makes me feel seen. Like, my girl, the pen game, like, she's one of those artists where, like, if you're listening and catching on to the things she's saying, it's like, wow, you're talented. You're so talented. It's crazy. I had just stumbled upon this video of her, and it was, like, when she was, like, in a girl group, and, like, she was singing a Destiny's Child cover, and I'm like, wow, like this girl has been putting in the work for years. Like, that's crazy. Like, to think like the things that we like consistently do just show up, you know. A project that I could put y'all on to that I'm enjoying right now for the put me on portion of Who's on Aux is Don't Wait Up, I'll Be Home Late, Thorough and Watt. Quality music, quality content. That project, the deluxe, is here. Actually, it's crazy. I had just went to the Stormburger event to celebrate the deluxe. It was good vibes. It was good food. Shout out to Stormburger. If y'all haven't tried Stormburger, definitely try it. I feel like that's a solid burger place that just popped up in this city. It's very good vibes. I love it. I love a meal. But that event, it was real cute. It was definitely like dope just to like see it come to life and be there as a guest and, you know, just support the movement, but and also support the project. That's definitely something that I'm bumping this summer. And yeah. And of course, I definitely feel like my song of the summer, like I just can't get it out of my head. This is like my real song of the summer. It is No Bars JT. Like my girl, for me, like she fucked the summer up with that one. Like that track right there is just like, wow. The talent, the bars. Like, just effortless. So, yeah, that's Who's on Aux. All right, y'all. So now we got to get into the neighborhood drip dealer segment of the show. And this is when we get into the looks. Okay. So, as y'all know, we just talked about it. Fashion Week just happened. And a designer that I definitely want to highlight for Fashion Week for me is Laquan Smith. That man could do no wrong in my eyes. Like, he makes... First of all, he's a beautiful man. Like, he is a beautiful person. He's a beautiful person that makes beautiful things, beautiful garments. And what I love about him, he designs garments that are like truly ready to wear. Like one of the flexes in fashion, high fashion specifically, is like really being able to like rock some shit fresh off the runway. And I feel like his pieces, like he makes garments for like girls who know that they're that girl. Like the pieces, and just like for me, I really love his design style because it's like he just makes things that are like so simple and like wearable, but while also being like complex. And he does that by like just I definitely feel like the materials that he just chooses to use like definitely like elevates his designs. And I don't know, I always love his shows and they never like disappoint me. And he's like definitely like a black designer for me that I just like admire and like revere, because it's just like he just makes like dope pieces and like I just love it. Like I make a bitch want to just put that shit on herself. Like I love me some Laquan, and I just love him. So yeah, I definitely just want to highlight him and give him his flowers, because I know that shit isn't easy. Like I just know it isn't, like, because it's like a whole collection that you're making, like all these people are looking at, and I just love that about him. And I just love like fly shit, dope shit. So yeah, shout out to Laquan and the girls that get it. All right, y'all. So now we got to get into the self-care segment. And this is the time of the show where we just get into like our mental health bag, and we just like talk about the things that are going on internally, and just like, you know, we have that conversation and that dialogue. And for this episode, it's really not even like a question or like a, you know, like a what do I do? Like, because, you know, sometimes with self-care, it can get so like uniform, like today, put on your face mask. Like, you know, it can get very routine-ish. Like, okay, let me, like I said earlier, let me do all my appointments. Let me make sure all the external shit looks good. Like, obviously, like that could be a form of self-care. But I want to talk about like the internal, like, portion of self-care. You know, like I feel like I'm definitely one of those people that like, I'm naturally extroverted. Like, I naturally present myself in a way where like I show up in like a large aura to life, right? And on the flip side of that, it's like it takes a lot of like internal work to like show up in the world in that way, you know, like, and what I mean by that is just like simply like knowing when to like take time to like retreat into self. Like I'm definitely big on just like, all right, when I know I have like a lot of shit coming up, like I'm gonna like put certain shit to the side to like make sure that like my inner world is okay, you know, like, you know, I know it may seem like, oh, I go out a lot, or like, you know, like a thing that comes with just like what I enjoy is like being sociable and like showing up in spaces, right? But on the flip side of that, it's like I'm definitely intentional about the time that I take to myself, you know, like I'm definitely that person that is going to like decline some calls and like not show up to everything, you know, to make sure that like my inner world is okay, because it's like we have to prioritize me at all times. So that's definitely something that I've been doing just to like tend to my self-care, just making sure that like I'm intentional about like my alone time and like just what it requires to like be me, you know, like I need time to self to like take care of that. So that's definitely what I've been doing, you know, trying to like creep in that time where I can, because, you know, life can get hectic, it can get crazy, and it can get busy, and you can have like all these responsibilities and like all these things that are required of you. But on the flip side of that, you got to know when to just sit the fuck down, turn that phone off, and just take care of you. So that's my self-care tip. Make sure y'all take some time to like take care of your inner peace. Yeah, I got deep. Yo, so we gotta get into tea time, right? And I just want y'all to know, I know the tea usually be hot and it be like so much, it just be spilling all over the place. But lately the tea been kind of dry. the kettle been kind of black. Y'all ain't been talking to me, okay? And I don't like that. So what I need y'all to do is DM the Shine Season Instagram at Shine SZN, or you can even email shineseasonpod@gmail.com. Run me that tea. I want to see what's going on in your life. You know, we can talk to each other. We can let it all out here. You know, this is a safe place. So definitely hit me up, hit up the pot, because we're going to get into it. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. This is always a good time, a great time, a fun time. I love y'all so much, you know, and we will talk again next episode. Bye.